You know what's going on with Trump is fucking crazy. And if you want to see the country just fucking implode almost, then start a fucking impeachment proceeding. You know, that's, I mean, you can't get any worse than that, man.
What are you talking about?
I'm making a video quick about the stock market.
I'm cold.
So, the popular opinion for most people that are common people, quote unquote, is that the stock market doesn't even fucking matter when it comes to like the country and where it's going and that shit. That is the stupidest fucking shit I've ever heard. The stock market is an absolute bellwether to tell you where the country's going with the economy. Because a healthy stock market equals a healthy economy. For one reason. Because when you have a good stock market, it means the companies that are
something that's disturbing. First, I don't see anybody beating Trump. I hope I'm wrong, but I see Trump 2020. And that's only a small part of what's disturbing. What's really disturbing is that I don't see that people have learned. I've said that the biggest danger that Trump poses is not him being racist, but it's him being an imperialist. And I'm not going to get into that right now, but the thing about him being racist, I'm most definitely not dismissive of it, but I don't think that people have learned from the last election.
So, yeah, just my thoughts on the Trump impeachment stuff. You know, there's a dispensary here in Colorado, and I was talking to this guy about it, that he didn't seem really partisan at all. Seemed like a pretty nice guy, and he's not partisan. And he said, yeah, Trump, he basically broke his oath of office.
Was it not pointed out in the last election that Trump was racist? Yes. And after he won, didn't people say that racist America elected him? Yes. But the main talking point I see being made against him is still that he's racist.
Seemed like a pretty nice guy, and he's not partisan. And he said, yeah, Trump, he basically broke his oath of office. And I said, well, how the hell did that work? He said that Trump denied Ukraine funds that they were already allocated from the Congress. And apparently that's an impeachable offense.
Since Trump been in office, nothing new, but since he's been in office, Republicans have been working harder than ever to suppress the Democratic Party's voter base. Again, voter suppression is nothing new, but the Republicans been working overtime on it.
And apparently that's an impeachable offense. And that's what they're going after Trump for. I don't think so. I don't know about that. I haven't heard a single thing about it. I know there's something about the Ukraine out there, but I think it was some kind of conversation that Trump had with the president or some shit, and they said that he said shit that was not appropriate or something, and it violated his oath of office or something. I don't know. But as long as I don't see some hardcore... And even Fox News now has completely turned their back, basically, on Trump. It violated his oath of office or something. I don't know. But as long as I don't see some hardcore... And even Fox News now has completely turned their back, basically, on Trump.
How many people will show up to vote will remove Trump, not pointing out that he's racist. If his base is racist, but they vote more, then it won't matter in 2020 if he's racist either.
But as long as I don't see some hardcore... And even Fox News now has completely turned their back, basically, on Trump. Or two of the most, quote-unquote, respected journalists, Shepard Smith and Cameron, Carl Cameron, said, fuck you, we're leaving, because you guys are licking the asshole of the president. But the way I see it is that's a false narrative. They're putting all this negative stuff about Trump out while they're having those two guys look like they're being the heroes, saying we're not gonna partake in kissing the president's asshole.
Trump's voter base is concerned with the economy and suppressing people who they consider to be less than or undesirables. So how often do you stress the importance of voting? Don't believe the hype about Republicans turning on Trump. Because if they do turn against him, they'll only vote for a Trump duplicate to finish their gerrymandering and appointing all these super conservative judges.
The way I see it is that's a false narrative. They're putting all this negative stuff about Trump out while they're having those two guys look like they're being the heroes, saying we're not gonna partake in kissing the president's asshole. So I think all of this is a plan by the elite to fucking dethrone Trump because he's not a globalist. He doesn't hate you. He wants you rich. He wants Iranians rich. He wants Syrians rich. He wants all of our enemies rich.
Make our enemies rich is how strong their delusions are. I think that the Republican voter base's disdain for other people who they consider to be useless eaters won't be enough to turn them against the Republican Party itself.
Doesn't hate you. He wants you rich. He wants Iranians rich. He wants Syrians rich. He wants all of our enemies rich. Making money and worrying about their own country and not fucking meddling in their deal. So if you don't support Trump, you're a fucking retard. If you don't have a Trump 2020 shirt and say we're going to keep America great and we're going to make it even greater in the next 4 years, then you should leave the country because you're a fucking piece of shit.
Again, I'm not saying don't talk about his racism or that it's a non-factor. I've typed and talked about that myself, but I am saying that it looks like the talking point that he's racist is like putting your eggs all in one basket.
If you don't have a Trump 2020 shirt and say we're going to keep America great and we're going to make it even greater in the next 4 years, then you should leave the country because you're a fucking piece of shit. And you're going to play right into the hands of the fucking elite. And that's my opinion on the Trump impeachment. I'll fucking drive to Washington if they impeach him. And I'll stand out there with my fucking Keep America Great hat and my fucking Trump 2020. Yes, I will. And my fucking Trump 2020 shirt, if you'll let me. My Trump 2020 shirt, and I will say, fuck you people. He's the best president that I've had in my lifetime, and he's not going anywhere. Fuck you.
If the Democratic side doesn't have enough people willing to vote Trump out, then the only other option would be to alarm Trump's own supporters. And you can't do that by pointing out that he's racist. They already know that. And they're racist too. So you can't be like, hey, racist. Yeah, you. Racist. And they say, what do you want? I want to tell you that the guy you voted for is a racist. That won't work. But that's what I see people doing. Alarm them with other things like the economy that he's trying to make his personal own.
If you'll let me. My Trump 2020 shirt, and I will say, fuck you people. He's the best president that I've had in my lifetime, and he's not going anywhere. Fuck you.
Then you go to jail.
No, I won't go to jail. I'm not going to do anything illegal.
So will you not yell at me?
You're saying antagonistic, stupid shit, man.
I am not.
Not going
I'm not the one who wants to go and drive to fucking Washington because of some fucking stupid president.
Anyway,